I'm here today with ICC head baseball coach Brett Kelley, and we're going to talk a little bit today about the season in review. And we're going to rewind a little bit, Brett, to when you guys went on your road trip to Arizona. You went 2-8.
Yep.
Productive road trip for you guys?
Wins loss wise, no, it wasn't productive, but we didn't do too bad out there. We played well several of the games. Got some good ideas of what guys could do. How we'd hit, kind of how guys would fall into the lineup in a pitching rotation. So pretty productive as far as that goes.
Something that early on in the season, after you've had games postponed, games rained out due to inclement weather being in the central part of the state, you go to Arizona where you face warmer temperatures, although I don't know it was that much warmer when you guys were down there. So you go down there, you have kids that have never been on a road trip like that. How does that affect their play?
It's usually new to most of the guys. Obviously the sophomores have been there before, but as far as the freshmen go, it's a little bit different with the travel and the time restraints that we have on the kids. We've got a lot of things for them to do out there, a lot of baseball related activities. So it's baseball all the time, and so practice, getting to the game a little bit earlier, doing extra work, a little bit extra work after games. That sort of thing. So it's pretty time intensive for them. That's something that's a little bit different. Most of the guys aren't used to that.
Fast forward a little bit more. This past weekend you had 2 games on Friday at O'Brien Field. I wasn't able to stick around for the second part of the doubleheader. I did see the first game, and the pitching was great, defense was great. As far as anything else that you guys need to work on as a team, what did you see from your guys out there?
Well, one thing that we told the guys afterwards, we just need to play harder and compete more. For the most part, Dan Russell, whenever he's pitching for us, he gives us a chance to win every time out. So when he's on the mound, it's almost like our team takes on a little bit different demeanor. I thought Stephen Lunsford has pitched well for us this season. He's a kid through game 2. He happened to just leave the ball up and made some mistakes, and Lincoln Land's a good team, and they're a good hitting team. And when we give up runs like that, it's been difficult for us this year to come back. We haven't been very solid offensively yet. That's one thing we thought we'd be pretty good at, and we've struggled up to this point with our offense. So that's something we hope we get going. Pitching and defense has been pretty solid for us. So that gives us a chance to be in games and to win. It's just a matter of what we're going to do when we fall behind and how much we're going to compete, and that's been kind of the issue up to this point. So we're hoping we've gotten over that hump in the last couple of days, and we hope that our offense will start clicking, and once that happens, we got a shot at being a pretty good team.
Now I noticed I did a little eavesdropping in between games, and you brought your team over right by the bullpen, and you told them they did a good job. They were smart at the plate. I noticed that too. They were very patient. I don't recollect the name of the kid that came in relief, the second pitcher, but he was throwing a lot of curveballs, and your batters were sitting back waiting, very patient. How does that factor in when you're playing a team like Lincoln Land that they sit back and wait and just try and produce the offense?
Well, that's something we want to have our guys be patient at the plate and get their pitch and be ready to drive it. The problem is this year it seems like sometimes we've been taking too many good pitches. We've walked a bunch. That's one thing. We've drawn a lot of walks, and usually that kind of equates to scoring more runs than what we've scored. So I do like our guys' patience at the plate, although there's times I'd like to see us be more aggressive, especially in fastball counts.
Okay, now, and realizing there's a pretty good chunk left to play,
Yeah, we're about halfway through.
Not down and out yet, and
no, by no means.
Looking at what you have on the mound, what you have in the bullpen, defensive-wise, I mean, it looks to me that this is a really good ball club. It's just been bounces that don't go you guys' way.
It is. It's been tough this year in regards to that, and we're about halfway through the schedule, and this weekend's going to be a big weekend with Heartland and Parkland coming in. Those are the top guys in the conference right now. So, we'll see how things play out. I mean, we could win all 5 games against them. We could lose all 5 games. We could go anywhere in between. But once we get through that part of our schedule gets considerably lesser as far as talent and the teams that we're playing. So, we're hoping we can make a nice little run towards the end of the season and really be hot going into playoff time.
This is Josh Redmond, and I was joined by Brett Kelley today. Thank you, Brett, for joining us.
All right, thanks, Josh.